Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. How are you? Let's hear those people say, you were not there this morning. What else? Oh, c'est Nick! Ah, bon matin, Nick. Check ça, c'est mon char. Ah, la cam est mal centrée. J'avais pas checké avant. OK. Hop, hop. Fix. Hey, I'm a part-timer streamer. Oh, yeah. Oh, good afternoon. Hey, what's up, Will? Let's go. Nice one. What up, MPV? How are you, man? So, good afternoon, everyone. Oh, yeah, I know I'm a part-timer because I wasn't there this morning. Like the schedule was saying, it said that I will be here, but I was not. And why? Because my freaking weekend destroyed me. Because I've been basically driving over 700 kilometers this weekend to go to the racetrack, and that's not including the time I was driving on the actual racetrack. So, yup, it's been quite a crazy weekend. But do you know what? Do you know what? I did 3 podium this weekend, so that is pretty awesome. Saturday I've been basically trying a new kind of racing, which is called a rallying, which is a mix of the autocross I'm already doing at the moment and also a mix with some rally. So basically you have an entire track with less cones than with basically less cons there than what there is with autocross, and you will be going through this course like mini laps. Like it's not really laps. It's basically you have some calls to do. You need a co-pilot, and it's based on rally where you will not do the same thing twice, and sometimes you have to go through the left or the right on the certain type of obstacle and everything. And yeah, so it was really crazy, and basically the runs were around a minute and a half to three minutes and a half. So yeah, it was super cool, super cool, and that was quite new for me. So having a co-pilot telling me what to do and I need to react to this and everything was super cool, and I came this close to basically win the event. I did a wrong course, I think it's called, where you have the longest time of the day for this this stage, because basically it's like stages where they just add all your times together, and at the end of the day it's who has been the quickest. And yeah, there at the second stage we did enough track where we basically received the longest time for that stage, which is super bad, but we were so on point for the rest of the day that we successfully came back from that, even though we were maybe 30 to 40 seconds late on everyone. We came back with that, but at the last minute, really last stage of the day, I did hit a cone which cost me 15 seconds, and I was 14 seconds behind the first one. So if you do the math, well, that second there would have been the one I needed to be in first place. So that's crazy, honestly. That was so epic. And yeah, so I finished third on this one, so bronze, let's go, not too bad. And basically yesterday was the fourth event of the championship in autocross in the local club, and it was epic. Like, it was supposed to rain heavily yesterday, and at first on the morning we were all good. Show off. Hey, what's up, Kevin? How are you? Let's go. Hey, you did super well yesterday. We didn't have the time to chat at the end of the day, but basically I feel like it went pretty well for you. Second place as a new, what is a rookie? Yeah, rookie. So basically second place, that guy over there, and what is it's Anarchy finished second as a rookie yesterday, and it was super great seeing him drive his Golf R around the course. So that was super cool, man. well freaking done. Did the tip yesterday morning help you? Like, did you feel like you placed the car well at some places just because of the chat we had walking the course, or I kind of want to have that chat with you because I feel like I saw you run the loop in part 1 and 2 of the track, and it was super great. You had really some super nice skill and driving over there, so that was super nice. And yeah, so basically yesterday it was supposed to rain, and the rain was supposed to start at 11, and the first group, that means the first group will have the track on a dry condition, and second group will maybe start with some rain and some wet track, which is not the best. And I was in second group, so, and all my rivals, my like the one that might beat me, it was third. I thought it was second. Oh well, I mean third is still super good. There was 10 rookie yesterday, so that's super good. Help a lot. Thanks for the time. I appreciate it. Hey man, that's like, I'm so happy to help on this kind of stuff. Like, it's super cool, and I feel like already now versus at the beginning of the year, you just had such a big step up in your driving skill. It's amazing. Like, I feel like you, Daryl, a bunch of other. Yesterday, my girlfriend's brother was there, and even him had such a good like improvement through the entire day. It was crazy, and with the rain, it was super hard. So well done, man. Seriously, well done. And like I was saying, basically yesterday, second group was supposed to get some rain, and just when the first group finished, it started raining, but just a tiny bit. So we all rushed to our car and tried to be the first on line. I ended up being second on the start line, which helped me have one run on the dry. And with that first run, not knowing the track at all at this point, I successfully did a 1 second faster lap time than anyone else in the first group, and then the rain started, and I basically saved my first position for the entire day on that first freaking try, and that was the best feeling ever. Committing to something crazy, to a crazy run on a new layout that you don't know at all, and successfully like make it through the finish line without hitting any cone, anything, so no penalties, no nothing, and being 1 second faster than anyone who already ran 3 tries on the morning on the dry. Mwah! That was perfection. And with that said, I don't know if you heard about that, because I talked about this to a few people yesterday. But with that, my championship is officially done. Like, nobody at the moment. It's a 4 best event out of 7, and with the 4 first event, I basically made enough point to make sure nobody could pass me in the 3 last events. So well done, 2023 championship in my pocket. So that's super cool. The only thing that could change is basically there's one category where I'm third at the moment, and maybe I will be moving to 4 or 5. But with that said, this is not the category I'm looking for. So well, I'm like, well, I don't care if some people want me to drive their car, because yeah, basically Anarchy, if you want to know, for the last 3 events that we will have with the Delta, I'm gonna be probably offering a few people if they want to co-drive their car with me. So basically I will be driving their car for the entire day, and that will maybe help them get some great improvement, great tips on how to like get better with their driving skill and everything. So that's super cool. I'm so hyped for that. That's gonna be awesome. And if that happened next year, the same scenario, well, maybe at that point I will be saying fuck that BMW and I will be driving that car. But we have quite a lot of work to get there, not gonna lie. There's still a lot of things to do on that car. Because yeah, I've been thinking about this the entire weekend, and oh god damn it, there's some stuff to do. You know, well, you can see there's new boxes here. I cleaned up this part there, so now we can see this picture again. That's super cool. And yeah, basically last week we had that rack and pinion problem in here, the steering box versus the steering rack and everything. So basically, I've been thinking about this. I don't know yet what will be the answer. I had a guy saying, hey, I have a steering rack, a power steering rack for your car. And I was like, oh, cool. How much? Oh, it's not for sale. Great. Well, good for you to have one, but if you're not selling it, why do you need to tell me, like, well, F you too. So yeah, so that was quite bad. And I've been thinking about maybe trying a 350Z steering rack in there, but I feel like it's not gonna fit. The way it's bolted in the 350Z doesn't match at all the way it's done here. So yep, because basically with like the custom, I can show you again, because there's few people in here that are quite new, so
Micah32 is looking for more power for the last 6 months. Less than 3 track ready by dinner.
Track ready by dinner, yeah, right. What's up, Micah? Thank you for the 6 months. Big love, big love. Man, were you here at the beginning of the stream? I just told everyone how well I did this weekend on the track, and that was so freaking great. Like this morning, I was like freaking destroyed. I just slept forever this morning, doing the workless guy pretty well. So yeah, oh yeah, let's go. So thank you, man. Thank you so much. It's been such an amazing weekend. Honestly, it was so cool. I drove so much on the track, and the BMW did well. So the shakedown is super well done for the national event in the USA in 2 weeks. Yeah, so in 2 weekends, so that's gonna be awesome. All right, look at, let's do this way. So yeah, so basically, just to go back on what we did last week, we did install that custom crossmember at the front, and basically we have the space here to put the steering rack, which there is not on this car because it's a steering box with just linkage in there. And I feel like I might try something new for that car. Nothing sure yet, but basically it will be possible to probably put a BRZ electric power steering rack, which will be so friggin' cool. Basically, we will save a lot of space in the engine bay. We will be saving some accessories on the front of the engine, which mean more power, because basically anything rotating at the front of the engine is basically grabbing some powers from it. So yeah, that means I've maybe bought some parts that I won't need at all, but I'm gonna take a look at this. We're gonna probably have the answer this week, because I plan on basically removing the interior, because what you need to do is that with electrical power steering, you just have the rack in here and everything is from the inside of the car, where there is an electrical motor helping you to steer the wheels. So yep, so that might be the plan. Not sure yet. There's a company from Australia who are developing, who are doing basically a module which will fake the speed signal from the BRZ CAN bus, which is super complicated stuff. And yeah, just the module itself is like $270, so it's not cheap. It's not a cheap modification, but that will be epic. Like, it will bring the car for the steering wheel and stuff like that, like this, it will bring the car to 2015. So that will be great for a 79 car. So yep, kind of hype about this idea. So I'm gonna take a look and see if it's possible. But first of all, do you want me to do some unboxing in here? Let's go. Let's do some unboxing. Happy little unboxing. So what do we have here? This one, I already opened it just because I couldn't wait. It was too good. These boxes basically came in this morning. So this is fresh and this is super cool. So car guys will know and others won't. This is basically what we need to measure properly the distance between the engine and the shifter position. And this is the bell housing. So on this side, it's where it's connected to the engine, and this side is where the transmission will be bolting on. So that's super cool. I'm really happy and really stoked about this. We can open it, I guess. Is it already, in fact, open in here? Oh yeah, baby. Woo-hoo-hoo. So just for the information, this is not a lot of people doing a LS swap in their cars will usually put the classic quick bell housing in there. And yeah, the quick bell are super beautiful, all black, super round, like no weird shape in them and everything. But they are $800 each US dollars, so basically $1,000 Canadian. And they are, what is it, FIA or SFI? SFI approved, I think, which means they will protect you if anything bad will happen in your clutch system. But we're not building a race car. This one right here, on the other hand, was $250 Canadian, which means basically $200 US, something like that. And yeah, so for even less than half of the cost, basically a quarter of the cost, we had a super nice alloy bell housing, which will be super cool. Basically, it's done in. Whoa, another one!
Lady Owl London Sports Studio is looking for more power for the last 4 months. Unboxing poggers.
What the hell? Lady Owl renewing her tier 3, the freaking tier 3 sub. Thank you so much, Val. Oh my god. Good afternoon, by the way. So thank you again, Micah, for the prime sub for the last 6 months, and Val with the 4-month and second month on tier 3. That's insane. Cause yeah, with the tier 3, she had her name on the hoist right behind that wheel, so you don't see it at the moment. But yeah, you can have your name on the hoist with that, and that's just with 1 month of tier 3. Even though if after that you're going back to tier 1, your name will stay in there. So just be sure it's a permanent sticker I'm putting on there. If you choose to encourage me with a tier 3. Thank you so much, Val. That's super appreciated. So yeah, so look at this piece of alloy. That's so cool. So that's my first bell housing I'm buying. And yeah, so basically this is going on the engine at the rear of the engine, and we will be using that to make sure to have the right distance between this part here and where we want our shifter to be. So that's gonna be super cool, and that will allow us to order that super heavy duty epic transmission, the T56 Magnum. So that's gonna be cool, but there's even cooler stuff in that box over here. And yeah, Val, some unboxing, even more unboxing. Oh, that's excellent. Like the recycling bin has been emptied this morning, and it's basically full again just because of all the boxes I had in here. So yup, my girlfriend was super happy that, oh yeah, it's today, the recycling bin's gonna be empty again. Yay, we will be able to like put our cans and stuff in there. Nope, denied by all the parts boxes in here. So rip the girlfriend. Oh yeah, this morning I didn't stream because I slept a bit too much, and also because the girlfriend, who is now on vacation, decided we had to go to IKEA. I really prefer like looking for car parts than going for like some balls, some sheets, oh my god, I don't like IKEA. It's not that great. It's not that great. It was fun because I was with the girlfriend, but oh, I don't like going in the store when there's epic car parts waiting for me at home. So, yep. Oh, sheesh. Let's go. So what do we have in here? Maybe I can do this and maybe I can do that. And you will see that there's a lot of stuff in here. So, whoop, 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 whoop. IKEA is a trap. Did you end up buying plenty of stuff? No, because she, all right, that's the funniest part. That said girlfriend already went to IKEA yesterday. So it was the second time in 2 days. Ose me dire qu'elle est pas belle, ma all right, she's in the chat, watch out. No, not even get some meatballs because it was too soon in the morning. It wasn't open. So yep, I haven't tried them honestly. So I will have to go back there, but don't tell my girlfriend, please. But yeah, so basically she went yesterday when I was at the racetrack, and she said, "Oh yeah, I didn't pick these things up because I just wanted to make sure." She was like, "Yeah, I just wanted to make sure you were happy with that and everything." And I was like, "Well, you should have just buy them because now we have to go back 30 minutes away from home just for them." "Yeah, but at least we will be able to get some Starbucks with that." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I guess." So we went to the IKEA because if she tells me to do so, well, we will do so, I guess. Ooh, so we have some paperwork in here, which is basically, this is an exploded view of the exact engine we are putting in the Datsun. So all these parts in here, no, never mind, not true. This is a small block and not an LS. Close enough, but not exactly the one we need. This, what is all this paperwork? We'll have to take a look on this. And yes, so anyone want to try to guess that? Meatballs, not for the throw. I didn't find it yesterday. Fair. There was one thing she didn't find yesterday, and it was she find it to this morning. So that was pretty cool. That fair. That's true. This part here is looking like a Lego toy. I know this is basically just a tray to help us basically put all our parts in there and just, how would I say that? Just not mix them between cylinder and stuff like that. So basically this is all every part that's going inside here is what we will use on the engine cylinder head. So yep. That's gonna be helpful to not mix anything and have everything in place. So that's a good one. It was not too bad. Oh, this is so good. Here we have the LS9 multi-layer head gasket. So basically, these are some heavy-duty head gasket with 7 layers. Yeah, they are 7 layers head gasket, which can stand a lot of horsepower, and this will help reducing our compression ratio on the engine. So less compression ratio means more boost. My God, and PV. That's so good. Come on, I don't put my nuts in like a plastic thing like that. Come on. All right, what do we have here? I don't even know all of these. I just know what that big white box is over here. Oh, we have something here. Oh, there you go. Last week when I was telling you I ordered a part that I didn't need. Well, this is the part, because let me explain. You have this and whoa, another one!
Showing Amy is looking for more power for the last 9 months. Because it was a beautiful dance.
Because it was, oh, let's go just because of the moves. She just resubbed. Thank you so much, Penny, for 9 months. What up, baby? So many resub today. Not even a prime. Popov. What the fuck? Popov, la fille. Damn. Sheesh. Now you have the emote with the midnight holding some money, so you can use it. This and this, they are exactly the same parts, but this one here is done like on a more proper way than this one, because this one doesn't have this part here. So basically I won't need that. I don't think I'm gonna return it. We might be using the bolts in here today, just to bolt it to the engine. And basically, yeah, so we won't need most of this, and I'm probably will just resell the plate there and not return everything, because we're gonna use, like I said, these bolts in here because I don't have them. So why not at this point? Sheesh, let's go money. So this is one of the parts we will be ended up using today, and yeah, this one here, let's put it away for now. So damn, there we go. What is this one? Fuck, another one. Is that, oh no, that's okay. The connecting rod bolt, and I thought I ordered just one, but finally there's a lot of them in the at the back there, so that's all good. What is this? Oh, this is super cool. Okay, so this one here is some billet brackets that will help us move some accessories on the engine. So basically this one here, just put it this way, this is gonna help move the alternator at the top of the engine, because basically on the LQ4, alternators are at the bottom. There's also the AC compressor and stuff like that that we won't be reusing on this car. So this here is a kit to move the accessories bracket and just add some idler pulleys, so you can delete basically anything you want in there. So we will just be keeping the power steering, maybe, not even sure, and the alternator, so with the water pump, of course. But yeah, so basically this is going to help us just keep the engine super simple at the front and looking good. So because it's important to make everything looks good. What is this one? This little white box feels like that's probably, whoa, another Summit Racing parts. Oh, this is the, no, this is the push rods. So this here is a part going inside the engine, and just so you see, there you go. So this is basically a part inside the engine activating the valves. So we will be using these, super simple, just some chromoly lightweight and heavy duty push rods. So that's super cool. This basically will go in the red tray you saw a bit earlier, but not right now. So let's put it back in here, and I should just have read on the side to know what it was. So the classic standard size one. What else do we have at the bottom here? More connecting rod bolts. All right, a lot of them. Here, ooh, what's that fancy box in here? Let's take a look. Summit Racing piston ring filler. All right, so this here is gonna help us gap the piston ring, so that's something we will do on stream a bit later on. Reading instruction, waste of time. Fact, except when it comes to way too many dollars of parts, so I will probably read a lot of them. And yeah, so basically this here will help us gap some piston rings. So for those who don't know what that means, well, you will see that a bit later, but basically we need to put to add a gap inside the, like around the piston, just to make sure it won't explode with the boost. And that's not like something you must do, it's just a protection that it's better to do. Oh, here we have some lifters already filled with engine oil. So yeah, this is some super cool LS7 lifters, which seems way bigger than the one I had on the car. Wait a second. Are they? Basically the same size. So this was what there was in the car, and these are the new one. They seem super similar, but seems like from what I've read on the internet, this one here is basically able to handle a lot more power on them, so a lot more stress, so that's super cool. But it seems like there were some similar designs, so was that a waste? Maybe, but at the same time, putting new parts in an engine that's gonna make a lot of power is probably quite a good idea. So this another Summit Racing. What is this one? These are the red wires. Yep. So these are just the spark plug wires. So super short one that's gonna go straight to the spark plug on the side of the engine. So that's super great. I hope they won't be too short if we have a fancy manifold in there, but that's something we will know a bit later on. This one here. You fucking serious? Oh, that's the tool. Okay. Wait a second. I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, that's the tool. Okay, fair enough. Whew, I thought I forgot to remove the total seal like the piston rings in there, and basically it's because I ordered them from GM instead of total seal, because the total seal one are made for a 1500 HP engine, but they cost like twice as much as the original one. So I was like, no, that's overkill. And I thought I forgot to remove them from the card before ordering, but no, that's okay. That's just a tool. So basically that's gonna help us just measure it. So this is gonna be something we will use with the other, it was this one here, the piston ring gap filler. So yep. So all the parts that you probably don't have a clue what they are doing, and it's all parts that it's gonna be the first time for me using them. What is, oh, look at this beauty. Oh, I'm pushing the cam away. Look at this beauty. Oh, the packaging on this one. Woo-hoo-hoo. Anybody want to guess what this is? Micah might know what this is with the logo on this. So I don't know. I'm gonna bring it, like just take it out. Oh shit, it's so good. Look at this. Mishimoto. So we have a Mishimoto part here. Do you know what this is, Micah? Do you have any guess? This one is super cool and basically is the solution to some problem I had with another module. Something that was back order until end of August, and basically this replaced the part. The flow control doing a scream. What do you mean the flow control? Flow control for what? I'm pretty sure you know what this is. This is so cool. It's so well done. There's basically a bracket you can remove here just to put it anywhere. No, this is not what this is. All right, this is basically an oil cooler control module. So you will have the oil coming from the engine towards this side, and there's basically a thermostat at the middle here, which is waiting for the engine oil to get to a certain temperature before opening and letting the oil go to an oil cooler that's gonna be put at the front. So basically, when I'm gonna use the car in a normal, like in normal condition on the street, this will prevent the oil from running too cold in the engine, because basically if it was an open loop to the cooler, it might happen that the oil gets too cold and not like at the proper operating temperature. So it's super important to have something like this. And basically there was one that was fitting right on the side of the oil pan that will have been cool and super like sneaky, but I ended up using this one because you can replace the thermostat inside here with other Mishimoto ones. So this one opening at 185 Fahrenheit, and I could maybe put another one opening at 160. So you have plenty of choice. They are super super good products, so they are a bit costly, but this one was as much as the other module to put on the side of the oil pan, so that's super great. And basically I'm gonna be able to use these kind of fittings inside here just to make it look super cool, so cool and functional. So this one is like quite a good looking part, and do you see, it's gold, just like the car. That's so awesome. Fixing a problem, fixing an issue, and having a part that's looking as cool as the car. Love it. What is this one? Oh, electrical stuff. What is it? Oh, knock sensor. So this is the knock sensor wires. I basically killed them when removing them from the engine. So these are the new knock sensors. So this is for when we are going to build the engine. There's a small crate in here. Oh, these are the lifter guide, another engine part, nothing too fancy. This is less fancy than what we had last week, right? They are not looking like Legos enough. So these are basically a lifter tray. So the other part we had that I showed you a comparison with the old one, they are just sitting in there. And yeah, so this is going inside the engine. So yep, there is some plastic inside some engines. And now the big box inside here. What is it? What is it? Well, this is basically a custom oil pan that's gonna be sitting under the engine. And this one is looking so fantastic. So this is the gasket for the oil pan. It's quite big, honestly. What a size for an oil pan. It's super big. That's what she said. And the custom. So basically this is a custom oil pan with the pickup, because just to make sure everything is fitting at the perfect place. So you have the custom oil pickup in there. And how can I open it? Trying not to throw it on the ground. It's already coated, so that's super cool. Boom. So custom oil pan with the oil filter in here. Basically this is where I was supposed to get my oil for like the module, and the module will have been sitting in here, but basically that's where the Mishimoto one is going to get his oil. So we're maybe going to thread, in fact, these holes in here just to put the adapter, maybe even make them a bit bigger, we will see. And one thing super cool with that oil pan, because yeah, I'm trying to show it well. Basically, on every engine, there's a part at the bottom that's the oil reservoir, if you want. And basically, that's where your oil is sitting, and it's gonna get pumped by an oil pump inside the engine to throw it all around and lubricate your entire engine. One thing that could happen on a super powerful car is some oil, oh my god, I have difficulties with that word today. The oil starving problem, which is basically you're running low on oil, or during turns on a racetrack, the oil is going on one side instead of staying at one place. So the part here that's supposed to pick that up is just not finding any oil and sucking oxygen, which is not great for lubrication. So that's why we have this in here, which will allow the oil to go back inside the bottom part here, so the big part here, but basically will prevent it to get back on top in here. So the flow won't be able to move forward or left, right. It's gonna stay at the bottom there, which is super cool for power and racetrack usage. So boom, there we go. So basically, just so you see it properly, this is going to be inside here a bit like this. So this is going at the bottom there, and that's gonna be sucking some oil. And yeah, so basically that's the big order for that freaking cool engine that we are going to build. We will have to take a look inside here. Maybe we will, because this is a cast, so you can see some like some parts that are not perfect, but it's pretty good, honestly. And the fact that it's already coated, it's so great. So it's not going to be rusting like crazy. So that's super cool. And we will be able to put like, oh yeah, there's even the adapter and everything for the oil filter in there. So that's great, honestly. That's super great. Love it. A lot of hardware. So yep. That's something for later on, so let's put it back in there. Maybe try to put back the, this, ouch, just hit my head on the car. Boom. That build is going to be insane. So with that said, that means we're gonna be able to start putting some parts on the engine. Well, not a lot. Today it's gonna be the bell housing. Maybe once it's gonna be sitting in the car, we will just see if it slides, if the oil pan slides well in between the engine and the subframe, because that's one of my questions. I just want to make sure that the rear sump was the good choice. I'm pretty sure it was, but just want to make sure. So this, I feel like it was not packaged this way, so it won't basically close, I guess. Oh, come on. All right. I guess it's not going to close. That's good enough. Oh yeah, that was on top. Shit. I have to take it out. Damn it. Whoa. Where was this going? I don't remember, honestly. I just totally forgot. That doesn't seem right. Does that seems a bit better? Oh, yep, maybe. Yeah. That's perfect. Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna throw it on the ground. Oh, I'm not able to close it. Shit. Yeah, that's because of the pickup in here. But if it's not, well, that's gonna go back like this. I don't care. Boom. Fix. There we go. It's okay. Stay there. All right, I've got to put everything back in here. So super happy with all these parts coming in. That's gonna be super cool. Epic build is going to be epic. This. We're gonna keep that and that for now. All these parts here and even the paper, there you go. Super heavy duty head gasket and the plastic Lego thing in here. More crates for recycle bin. Protection for you. And even more protection for you. Boom. Okay, because of you, I have the song from A Lonely Island, Throw It on the Ground. Nice. That was the exact intention here. I have it in my head too. Don't worry, you're not alone. It's a curse. All right, let's put that at the back. Whee! Did you see that? I cleaned the garage floor. Wow! I actually did it. That's another thing I did this morning instead of streaming. So, let's bring the engine in here and see what we are going to do with that. I will take a look if I have the bolts. Maybe I will put you back also in the full view instead of looking at my feet. Yay, no more later, yay! But it's still super hot in here, and it's less hot than outside. What's going on, man? These days it's so hot. Okay, so do I still have the transmission bellhousing bolt for the LS? Oh, more than a year and a half later, still have them pretty well preserved. That's cool. All right. So let's see how we are going to do that. I'm gonna be moving this on the side. There you go. Gonna be putting the mouse over here. And we are going to move that under the car so it's not in the way for now until we have to bring the car down. And we will be bringing the engine over here. Almost its first appearance. Woo! Good looking engine. So that's our V8, and basically we're gonna unwrap part of it on the side, and we're gonna try to put the LS mounting bracket in here. So I feel like they are going this way to maybe not. Yeah, maybe they are going this way, so the mounting point is a bit at the further at the front. Yeah, it might mount towards the front like this, so it's gonna push the engine further back inside there. So there you go, and we're gonna be mounting this in the perfect center here, put the bell housing and see how far we can push it back without anything coming at the top here. Also, that's gonna help us measure how much room we have on top of the engine, just to see if some parts, the intake manifold and stuff like that is fitting. So honestly, that's a big part of the project, just making sure that everything seems to fit, even though it might change, it might has maybe a few surprises in there, but usually that should be a good way to see if everything's fitting or not. Let's see, maybe I even have the bolts for the engine mount. Not these ones. These ones. These ones. That's the oil pump. I'm just looking. Exhaust manifold, that's not for us today. Starter, nope. The sensors, nope. What are you? Not even written, that's good. That's how you do it. No, I don't think I had those. Crankshaft, no, that's all good. All right, so basically, yeah, we will be using the other ones. All right, so let's see which one is threading properly in there. So let's use this. Where's the knife? And do you see well enough? Or maybe I will bring this one in here and just go a bit further down. Whee! All right, boom. So you're going to be able to see properly in there. And there you go. So just be removing that. Gonna have a cleanup to do. Like you see, there's a bit of like surface rust in there. That's normal, that's no big deal. It's just because it has been sitting for a few months and basically it was all stripped of any paint, so it's basically back on steel, which is super cool because we're gonna be able to paint this properly. So we're just going to like wash everything off and add some primer and then some clean paint in there. So that's gonna be super cool. And it's gonna be good looking. So let's open the bolts and just see which one is fitting inside here. I hope these ones are doing, in fact. Are they going to work? Yup, they are. Perfect, this is what we want. Cool. So if I'm guessing right, I just lost one of the, okay, that's the one. So I'm gonna bring 4 of these bolts in here. And basically what I think is that this part here is going right there on this side. And like this and like that. Boom and boom. So what's nice with that, like I said, is that we're gonna be able to move the engine forward and backward in the engine bay, depending on how much space we need to use. So that's super great. But for now, we're gonna put it right in the middle and that should fit perfectly in there. The only thing is maybe this one, in fact, is going on the other way and the mount needs to be more on the center of the engine. But I don't think so if I'm just following what was going on with the old engine in there, which is basically the old generation of these engines. So they are basically prepared in the same kind of way, just like the design is really similar. Oh wait, I don't have enough bolts of these ones. Oh yeah, because they were a 3 mount point. Well, maybe I'm gonna just use 3 of them for now. And use this one here instead. Just to prevent it from forcing. But yeah, maybe we'll just use it this way. And that means I'm gonna have to order a few other bolts. So same thing on this side. So we're gonna be just moving the wrap a bit on top of the engine like this, because we just want to avoid any dust falling inside the different coolant channel and stuff like that. That's looking so good. There we go. About right there in the middle. Right. There we go. And we're gonna need to use that upper hole in here. And yep, I feel like we're gonna be able to just remove it from there. So that's pretty cool. We're gonna have to bring the other, the engine crane like we did last week. And we will try to put that inside the car. So let's go, right? Let's do this. Up. Let's move the fuel tank on the side here. Oh, that good sound. the side of the engine. Just going to move the cam a bit further away. There we go. And then we're going to move these. Put the legs on there. There we go. Boom. All right, so I'm just going to do this, up there, like this, boom, and then just cranking it a little bit. And then, so we're gonna have to Lol, I hit something on the ceiling. Hey, what's up? Geekness, how are you today? Bonjour, bonjour, ça va bien? Je suis plus sûr, mais de mémoire, c'est Vanessa, la sœur à Nick, right? J'ai comme une incertitude soudainement. Ah! It's too high. Comment vas-tu? Ça va bien? Hop, let's go! So, time to lift that engine. We're gonna remove the safety locks in here, and basically we're just going to try to remove the engine mount. Well, the engine stand, of course. So the best trick is to lift it entirely, so you're gonna be able to tilt everything there. Just do that. All right. And move it out of the way. Smooth like butter. By the way, Vanessa, welcome to the garage stream where I'm working on my epic old car in the brand new refreshed garage. So it's been a while since you came in here on the stream and everything. But yeah, so basically that's the new setup, and that's the summer project. So trying to fit an engine inside that car and make it work properly for once in its life. So we're just going to move a bit on the side here and put the car down like this, like that. And are we going to be able to plug that in? Oh, that's close, but yes, that's okay. All right, lifting. Cool. Releasing safeties. Thank you. Yeah, it's looking super cool. I'm really happy on how it turns out. So that's really great. There we go. Releasing the car. And oh, there's a box on the way. In the way over here. Let's move it. That's the brand new parts we just unwrapped. So that's not great. Let's move them a bit further away. Move these O's and let's go. Fantastic. One good thing, guys, the old engine and transmission might be sold. A guy just messaged me this morning saying that, oh yeah, for the price, that's a good deal, I will take them. And I'm like, no fucking way, I did sold them on a marketplace. It's still not done yet. I mean, the guy still needs to come the beginning of next week here. But you know what? That's pretty awesome. If I can sell them, that's free money, so that will be cool. All right, let's put the cam a bit further up and let's move the control unit of the hoist on the side. There. I'm gonna bring the line over here. There, and let's move that over here. Boom. Cool. Well, this is working. There you go. Yeah, the t-shirt, yeah, that's the one I received from Extra Life for this year challenge, so that's super cool. I'm really happy with it. And I'm just basically destroying it little bit by little bit in the garage, but that's the story of all my t-shirts and pants and basically anything I wear, and shoes. Always destroying them inside the garage. Girlfriend can confirm. So, next, we will be grabbing power tools because we love them. And we will be removing ouch, that was me. I'm gonna be removing the arm at the back here. That's basically holding it into place. So let's put that back inside here. 17, and what was at the back? 916 if I remember correctly. Yup, 916 it is. And is it some 916 heat too? Oh no, that's smaller than that. That's half inch. So 13 basically. Yup, 13. Gonna be torquing them a little bit, not too much, just to make sure they are not sliding. Girlfriend confirmed. Sorry for the sound, not the greatest one, but hey, that needs to be done. Cool. So these are torques, and I'm gonna be removing these. Oh yeah, that was 916 I said. That's why I'm holding another target. Go. I'm gonna be putting these away here, and let's try not to throw it on the ground. Sorry, Val. Set it another time. There we go. Boom. Easy peasy. So now, are we trying to put that bellhousing in there? That would be great, right? Hello, Raminta. How are you? Hey, doing great. I had a crazy weekend. Hulk fan! Woo! Big love! The crew is here. Let's go, baby. How has been your weekend, everybody? The biggest of love from Canada to you, Hulk fan. The weekend was crazy. Basically, like I said a bit earlier, I had 2 races this weekend, 2 competition. One on Saturday, one on Sunday, both of them on a different racetrack, so that was super cool. We did basically 3 podium this weekend. So Saturday was a crazy new kind of race I tried. It's some autocross mixed with rally, where you have a course, like you have 6 stages in the day, and you have to go through. I'm going to pick up my boy from daycare. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Van. Thank you for coming by. That's super great. That's super appreciated. Thank you so much. And anytime, you're welcome in here. So yeah, so basically Saturday we did race the BMW on a rallum it's called. So basically autocross mixed with rally, where you have 6 stages in on a racetrack where there is some cones a bit everywhere, but less than there will be on in autocross. And basically every cones you hit is 15-second penalty, and all the stages time are add one to each other, which mean at the end of the day it's who has the lowest time for the entire day. So that's super great. And you are going through the course and you have a certain order to respect, and you need a co-pilot to give you the direction, where the rally part is getting involved a lot in here. So that was great, that was insane, it was so cool, and we ended up third. So for a first time that was super great. And basically I throw it up on the last stage, where I hit a cone by nothing. I didn't hurt it at all. It's at the end someone told me I just slightly touch it and it slides, but because there was like a difference of level between the concrete and the grass, it falls. And as soon as the cone falls, it's 15 seconds of penalty. So just because of that, I ended up third, but if it was not about this cone, I would have ended up first. So that was insane. Honestly, it was crazy. And it was the first time I was doing this kind of challenge, and it was the first time my co-pilot was actually co-piloting someone. So for two rookies, that was super great. So super happy about this. And yesterday, it was Sunday, we had the fourth event of the local club in autocross. And basically I had a huge challenge for yesterday, where I needed that victory to just make sure the championship will be mine for this year. So it's the best 4 out of 7. And basically I was on almost a perfect run, and if I was winning like yesterday's competition, that will mean nobody could reach as many points as I have at the moment for the rest of the season, making sure that I'm gonna be first in autocross in the local club. So we did it. Like no big surprise. It's quite a crazy, like good surprise, but we did it. We managed to finish first in our category and in the overall one, which is the one I want to win. I want to be the best of the best. So we won the first place of the overall, and that was so great because yesterday there was a lot of rain announced over here, and basically it was split in 2 groups for the day. So the first group, oh, so much love, oh, love you all. And yeah, so basically yesterday we had the first group who were sure to run on the dry surface, so the dry track, because basically the rain was supposed to start about an hour after we started the event. So we have the right to start running our tries at 10, and at 11 was supposed to start raining. So the first group was sure to run on the dry, and I was in the second group. So that was like the worst news of my day yesterday morning, and I was like, okay, damn, that's gonna be a hard one today. And basically the first group went on, and in the first group, well, all my rivals, like the big names that are my worst fear in this competition, were in there. So they had a dry track for sure, and I was like, damn, that's done, I won't make it at all, that's for sure. And they ran their 3 tries of the morning, and then we switched group, and right after that we were the second group, and it's barely started raining, but just, you know, just a few drops here and there, but not a lot of rain, so it was still dry. So I ran to the pit, took the car, and successfully went second on the start line. So basically I had one try that will be like one run that will be on the dry track. So I was like, that's it, that's the only one I need to make sure I don't hit any cone, no penalties, and I do it right. one try. And on the first try of the day, I put a 1 second faster than anybody else, and then it started raining. So basically, first try, I don't know the layout at all, because basically in autocross, it's always a different layout. So you always have to learn something new, learn a new layout of the track, because even if it's the same track, we are just putting some different obstacle here and there, and boom, managed to do a 1 second faster than anybody else on the first try. And then the rain started and the times went down, like they were just getting slower and slower and slower through the entire day. So I managed to do it, and we are sure to get the championship in our pocket for this year. So that's so freaking great. And with that, there's still oh, thank you so much, Akfan. You're the second to say that today. That's so cool. And yeah, so basically, with that said, there's still three events remaining in the local championship, and I'm gonna be running them, but maybe not with the BMW. And that's what's so cool with it, is like I'm gonna like propose to some people to if they want to share their car with me, and basically I will be a co-driver on their car. So maybe the way I'm driving will help them get even better on their own car. So that will be super great. And I don't know if it's going to happen, but the guy with a Mustang supercharged 700 HP might. He's gonna think about it, but he might accept to co-drive his car with me, and that will be epic, because basically I tried his car one time and managed to be 2 seconds faster than him, and I was the first one to try the Mustang since it was supercharged. And yeah, that was the most insane thing ever, and that's basically why we're doing this build, because I need more horsepower in my life. So boom, that's so freaking great. So there we are with an epic weekend. I took off this morning from streaming because I needed more sleep, and yeah, just to regain a bit of energy, because I was super destroyed. I was poop in the bed. Like honestly, it was not that easy this morning. I'm not 20 years old anymore. So yeah, there we go. And now what we are doing today is basically test fitting the engine inside the engine bay, and we will be measuring how long the transmission needs to be. So let's go. We received a bunch of parts this morning, including that super duper cool bellhousing that we will be fitting in there. So I think it's going this way. Yeah. Is it? What side it is? There? There. Okay, I got it. No. Yeah, no, no. What's going on in my life? That's not. That is lining up, but not the top. That doesn't make any sense. This way. Boom. I got it. I'm dumb, but not that much. Cool. All right, so let's bring the bellhousing bolts in here. So they were here, yup, with a lot of dust on them, because it's been a year and a half since I tear this engine apart. And basically, let's just try to make it fit. So we're just going to add the first one on top here, and it's too short, so we're gonna grab a longer one. This one in here, it's, yep, that's perfect. Oops. I don't know if it's the same bolts for a manual or automatic, probably not, but hey, let's use them for now, and we will see later on which bolts we should use. There you go. Anyway, like I said, it's just a test fit today. It's a mock-up of the engine bay and see how good it fits or not. So that's no big deal. Mike, I don't know if you're still here, but since while I have you and Hot Fan in the chat, Are you planning to play some Tarkov tonight? I'm kind of in needs of it. Is there a new event in Tarkov at the moment? Because I really, really want to play it. Alright, what socket is it? Pump, 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 pump. This is the 13, I don't think it is. No, 916 or 14 might do it. We with Tabarnak, no new event yet. Oh, no new event, that's sad. But we with Tabarnak, you're gonna play it? Nice! That's my boy! That seems a bit loose. Okay, so 916 it will be. Where is my power tool? I had it a few seconds ago. There, hey. Oh, 916. No. All right, 5.8 it is. Seems like it was a bit loose. Was it? Yes, it is. 15 mil then. Pretty sure it's gonna be a 15 mil. Yeah, boy. All right, let's put a bit of torque in there. But you, Raminta, how was your weekend? Did you took the Civic for a drive? Because, yeah, like I said, 2 different racetracks. So I basically did 800 kilometers this weekend without counting the one, like all the thing on the racetrack, all the kilometers on the racetrack. So that was a pretty good weekend with the BMW. And we're gonna do another 1,400 kilometers soon or even more to go in the United States for a national autocross event with 275 competitors, so that's gonna be insane. Yeah, we are making a festival, so there's a lot of business, nothing like extra fun. Today was a hard day, so we don't like hard day, we love fun days. You're making a festival about what? What kind of festival? Kind of interested on knowing what's going on. I'm gonna grab the 916 again, but that time it's gonna be a wrench. About cars? Love it. Tell me about that. So what's going on with that festival is that it's not even a 916. Bleh. So yeah, what's going on with that festival? Is that like a special team one? Like here we have like the JDM special festival. We have the Euro festival. We have the different thing like this that's happening here and there. But yeah, what's yours? It was the best festival for 10 years. Then took a break. Oh yeah, it took a break because of COVID, I guess. 16. Oh, okay, so it's coming back on this festival, so it's gonna be a huge one, I guess. So this, I will need to unlock it from the bottom. Because basically what I'm looking at the moment, guys, is just because we have to probably loosen up the mounting point of the engine just to make sure it's not, because right now I see that they are a bit tilted, so I can just drop a link to YouTube vid from the last year. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, show me this. Right, let's try to put you back in the engine bay. I feel like I'm gonna have to strap the engine to keep it from falling on the rear side of it. So I'm gonna have to go even further up. 10 minutes of your life. It's all good. The cam almost went down. I'm gonna watch it a bit later on, but yeah, that's gonna be super cool. I think TFG, another streamer, that friendly guy, he's a Tarkov streamer or only up streamer, that depends on how you look at it. But basically, he was supposed to go on the Goodwood Festival, but I feel like it was this weekend and it wasn't possible in the end. But damn, Goodwood Festival seems so freaking great. Can I turn you on the side? That's gonna be heavy as fuck. All right. Please go from one side to the other. Watch out for the camera, please. Little engine. There we go. There. And then I hit that camera. I left my vape in a Civic, gonna run get it and come back. Nice. Let's move. All right, almost ready to try it inside the car. Oh, that's true. I didn't think about it, but... Oh, okay, yeah. That's the first time the car is standing on that subframe at the moment. Just realized that. So the wheels are super badly placed, and basically I think the legs of the engine crane is gonna clear this subframe compared to the other one, since it is not as high. Well, it is higher. It's, the parts are less thick than the last engine crane, the last crossmember. I'm still so low on energy compared to last week because of this weekend. So my English is bad, super bad. So that's not going to clear just yet. We're going to run that, put that a bit higher. And we will try to not scratch too many things while putting that inside the car. That's perfect. All right, let's try this. Come on, go a bit on the side there. Can you imagine if it was falling right now? Like you see, at least on that one, I have an engine plate on the top, which allows me to lift it properly. That's super cool. And I'm gonna show the, boom, that used to. Maybe I could even put you at a better place. Just wait for it. Look at this. Isn't that great? Oh yeah, that's super cool. That's a nice view. Oh, I hit the back of the firewall. At least it was not the windshield. That's still okay? Yup, that is still okay. All right. So, right now, just by the look of it, I'm pretty sure I put the plate on each side in the wrong way. But we will probably try to just lower it and take a look at it just to make sure. Because basically the rear of like the bell housing needs to go on in the transmission tunnel. So maybe I'm wrong. I'm gonna wait to make sure it is really the case, but yeah, it feels like I'm not in the proper weight for them. That sound. All right. Right. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'm in the wrong. Oh, yeah. That's the right way. Yeah. Do not scratch my part, baby boo. Now it needs to go inside here. And then that's gonna have to come a bit lower. See on the other side of it. Whew, I don't think that engine is gonna work. Do you imagine that? Starting to test fit it. Oh, you mean it's not gonna work right now? Ugh. No shit, Sherlock. But do you imagine I'm trying to like put it in the car and see that it doesn't fit at all? That would be so bad. Yeah, I put a lot of money, buy a lot of parts, and it's all good for garbage. All right, one side is around it. All right. All right. I can put the bolts on this side and I can put the bolts on the other side almost. All right, so where are these bolts now? I put them here. Crossmember LS motor mount. Let's go, baby. Let's grab them and just put them in there just to test fit it. And with the 4 washers, it's funny because like you will see an engine swap, basically I will have to add a lot, like put the engine in and out quite a bunch of time. Like it's not a one try and let's go, it's done. One cool thing is that it feels like I'm gonna have plenty of space for the oil pan at the moment, so that's super cool. And also I feel like I'm gonna have plenty of space at the top too, so I might be wrong, but it feels like it. So right now I'm gonna be adding this one in here. And where does it need to go? Doesn't want to go through. No. That's because it's probably, yeah, I feel like that one seems to be a bit offsetted from left to right. So that might be why it's not going in place. I'm gonna try to put that other one here, but I feel like the engine is a bit tilted at the moment. I'm gonna be adding that washer right away. Then maybe just lower the engine. Hey, welcome back. Can you see that? There's an engine getting inside here. Right, let's just try a few millimeters. That might do it. All right, still need plenty of work on that. That here. Yep, I need to loosen up the engine mount because right now they are not in the proper way. Like they are a bit tilted one from each other, so I'm gonna be using that 16 mil. That's not in there anymore. Was that a 5/8? Was that a 5/8? Might be a 5/8. Let's try it. Yep, 5/8 it is. So we will try to basically remove, well, just loosen up the engine mount. So we are going to have some play on them. And that's if we have access to them. Because basically they are behind that and we don't have access anymore to them. Fuck me. So that's gonna be a hard one. First lesson of the day, make sure everything is in place before trying to work on them. It's just turning on itself. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to. Yeah, it's too hardly put in there. I didn't tie it quite that hard, but yeah, maybe a bit too much. Let's see how we can manage something else. See that here. Well, I'm saying this, but we might be able to. Going this way. Yeah, the rear is really not lining up, and we're gonna be destroying the thread, which we don't want. Because destroying the threads will mean that bolt is fucked. So. Are we better to take the engine out and try it again when the engine mount are properly set? Probably, right? No. Yep, feels like it. It's gonna be a better idea. Good news is, at least we have an idea of where it's going to sit. Let me show you properly with the full screen. Still no voice control, as you can see. But yeah, so basically, we can see that the engine is fitting in there properly. We're gonna have plenty of space at the back here. Maybe just that these parts here, we're gonna have to put some 90 degrees bend on the coolant lines here, just to have some heat in there for the heater core, but basically it should be good. And yeah, on top of here, we're not quite yet at the lowest point now, but so far it seems like we're gonna have some space in here. The engine might be tilted a little bit towards the rear, but I don't think so, because basically the transmission mount is going to push that up, so that should be quite good. And yeah, so far so good. Honestly, we might have enough space. The only thing I'm a bit worried about is that the starter motor is gonna be on this side here, and basically I will be putting the exhaust system through the side here too, which is not that great, because basically we need that space in here. So we will see how we will manage to do something in there. But so far, so good. So I'm really happy with this. We will see for the rest of it. And yeah, and it seems like we're gonna have plenty of space for now. That's how it feels. But at the bottom here, seems like for the old pan, it's gonna be like a lot of space and not much to worry about. That said, we still need to find a steering rack, which will probably make a lot less room for the old pan. So we will see, but one thing sure is that this kit with the LS mount should be working with the steering rack of the Datsun. That seems to be quite thick. So even if we're doing a conversion to another one, well, it might end up having a lot of space in there. So for now, we're gonna bring the engine back again and probably lift the hoist. Lift the car again up in the air, just to remove the control arm, and then loosen up the engine mount to make them straight. And after that, yeah, we're gonna try it again. What time is it? 3:42. Are we going to have an engine inside that engine bay bolted up at the end of the stream? Maybe. So let's bring that up again. Gonna remove that bolt in here. Lift that engine. Right. Not too far, not too far. Oh, that was a close call. Almost hit the engine mount. Don't want to scratch the powder coat just yet. Alright, so the engine will be out. So that seems pretty good. Boom, there we go. And I'm just going to put that up here. Still missing a few meals, yep. Better be safe than sorry. Hopla. So there we go. The engine is out of the way. And we're gonna raise the car just a little bit. Well, no, we're gonna raise it probably entirely just to get access to that crossmember again. There we go. Just don't want to put too much stress on that hose there. Plug it in and raising in 3, 2, 1. I heard a weird sound, but that was just the fuel tank strap lifting from the ground at the back. Oh shit! I'm about to throw that webcam on the ground again, so because it's I'm crushed between the engine and the car. But yeah, that was super sketchy. All right, here we go again. Pum, 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 pum. Pum, 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 pum. There we go. Boom. So let's make these engine mounts work properly. And for that, we're gonna need a 2-wrench. Was that the 19? I'm not sure yet. Are you seeing anything? Probably not, right? Because there's a lot of stuff in the way at the moment. So I'm gonna be doing this again. That point of view is quite good. So let's try this one here. And this one here, yep. So basically what I'm gonna be doing is, I'm gonna put you on this side first. It's gonna be removing this part here. So I'm gonna have access to the 2 bolts inside there, like up there. So I will be able to move around these engine mounts, and that's gonna be super important because right now I cannot put the engine in it. They are not lining properly. So was that 19 millimeter? No, bigger than that, 21 or 22, that means. And I feel like these one might be the 22 I had. Yup, 22 it is. So, bum, 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 bum. 22 2 times. Hopla. There we go. So so the wheel might be doing something weird at this point. Not too bad. Right, so this, and this, and this. There we go. This, and we're just going to put it back like this, whoopsie, this. No! Parts are falling. Alright. This, and this. Boom, so this way we are not going to look for it. Honestly, no, I have to bolt it back after that, because basically if I'm not, I'm gonna be looking for a wheel at some point, because the wheel's just going to move out of there. So if we're going on the other side now, you seeing it properly? Nope, not at all. And now, yes you do. So let's put that in here. That in here. Ow. I'm gonna try it on this way. Let's go. Boom, boom. Oh, I didn't put the entire thing in here. Well, there, and there. Right. So at this point we will be able to move the engine mount. So it wasn't too long, honestly. That was pretty good. That was a 5/8. So let's bring the 5/8 here. There we go. Let's move back under the car. Try not to hit our head. Right, so this. I'm just going to. See, that's what I mean. We can tilt the engine mount quite a lot, so that's why maybe we're going to just keep the car a bit higher than the ground level and put the engine in there and then bolt it up. Like just move that, put everything in there. Man, that's gonna be a bit tricky to line it up properly with the rear of the car, right? Because we have movement, so that means adjustment, and that means we're gonna have to measure things up to make sure it's lining up properly. I don't know if this means, I feel like this is not good, great, but I'm not sure. But that does feel good. Movement everywhere. I'm not sure on how we're going to make sure we are lining up, because I would like to keep them loose, put the engine in, but after that, that's gonna be super hard to like, yeah, I feel like I need to drop the engine on them and then just roll under the car and tighten these up before even trying to put back the control arm. That will be a way of doing it. Yep. Feel like that's gonna be the plan. So we're gonna lower the car again, and basically after that, I feel like yeah, we're just going to build the engine on these mounts here. So on these mounts, and then that's gonna line them up, and we're gonna be able to go under the car and yeah, just take a look at how it's lining inside the transmission tunnel. Make sure that everything looks okay, and then bolt them up and put back the control arm in there. So let's not put the car entirely on the ground and just put the engine a bit higher before throwing it inside the engine bay. Yep, that's the plan. Okay, go. Getting out of the car. Also, by the way, next week, this week I'm gonna be doing only tomorrow and Wednesday. I'm gonna be off on Thursday. And after that, next week we are probably going to work on the BMW, the M3 E36. So yep, that's probably the plan, just making sure everything is okay before going to the United States of America. Let's do that. Because next week we have quite a bit of maintenance to do on the BMW, including oil change and probably maybe replacing one bushing at the rear, because I know there's one that's a bit loose at the moment, and even though it's running properly, it might be a good idea not to destroy anything while being away from home to replace it, since I already have the part anyway. So yep, we'll see. All right, bringing the car down, but not entirely down. Cool. All right, that sounds pretty good. Wheels are still in the air. So let's just put that engine in. We're gonna be moving the unit again. Just making sure it's not in our way. While working, we don't want to be tearing a hose in half. That will suck. With the weight of an engine, I feel like that will be possible. Like that, like this, so everything clears. And let's go, let's try it again. So up. Oh man, that's so weird to move. Right. Cool. That should do it. I'm gonna put the webcam again at the bottom there, so we will see right on stream if it's lining up properly or not. There you go. And there we go. So we will be able to see that properly. And yeah, let's just do it. Now it's not lining on top. It's not that great. There, let's start bringing it down. There. Now let's move it a bit on this ridge. Oh no, I think I just hit something. All right, I'm doing some stupid things. Don't look at me now. I'm hitting everything at the moment. I'm hitting the control arm on this side. right, now it clears. My God, I leave 1 hour for a meeting during the part unboxing. Come back to a brand new engine. Come on. Still brand new. Except it's hitting on everything. Because big V8. All right, I'm just not lining up properly at the moment. I'm gonna have to raise it back. Come a bit towards the rear and then it's almost like you. Yeah, no hammer involved with those parts. Cost way too much for a hammer, even though MPV will probably tell you that's the right way to do it. MPV is a big fan of the hammer technique. Right, that's better. Right, let's try to push it into place. Let's go. Right, that looks great. Now, let's try to just align it a little bit. Yep, that's even better. So right now, if I'm going on the lower part of it, right on this side I'm okay, on this side I'm not. Now I am. Now I am. Yeah, now I have all the movement inside here to bolt it up without having the struggle. Yeah, that sounds super good. Let's go. Just don't pull. I use the nylon mallet sometimes for just. Yeah, that's fair. That's really fair. Basically, right now, what I did though is I just ended up putting a bit of flues everywhere, disconnecting the control arm, and yeah, so now I can align the engine properly, and we're gonna be trying to raise the car in the air and just make sure it's lining up with the rear of the car as far as we can tell so far. Yup, just knowing it's going in there, we did everything properly, so that's super cool. And there we go. Boom. It's bolted up. So right now, that's a super good idea to maybe tighten those bolts right now, just to make sure we're not putting some like unwanted stress on them. And 3/4 it is. First shot, well done. Up, 3/4. Not going to tighten them up with a lot of torque in there, just making sure it's fitting. So, yep, let's try that. If I have access to that one, yeah. Yeah, I do. There. Sorry for the noise. And there. Bam. So right now, the engine is bolted up, and basically it's just the engine mount that has a loose. So we're gonna put a strap holding it towards the front, because basically there's a lot of weight at the rear there, but nothing really keeping it from basically falling. So just like we did on the old engine, we're going to add a proper strap in there just to hold it back or hold it forward. Well, you know what I mean. There's another red one. In fact, I can just grab the one on the engine, right? On the old engine, instead of bringing another thing out that will create even more mess in that garage. Because that's a good reputation I have, like always having a garage that's in a mess. But so far it's not too bad. Just because I'm cleaning like every morning before streaming, including this morning, even though I didn't stream. So if that's not cool, there we go. So just like we did, we're gonna use the tow hook at the front to give a bit of, like, just to hold a bit of tension at the front in here. So let's see if we can do it the same way. Well, fuck you too, eh? Sorry, that was mean. I'm just going to untighten that because it's not going to grab at the same place anyway. Boom. There we go, there we go. All right, that's loose. And then, is it going through that? I guess so. There we go. Just on the other side here. Oh no, it's not going through. No. All right then, that's gonna be just a one-way. It's not going to be the best, but that's not going to be the worst. The worst will be that the engine falls on the ground. Yeah, now I'm holding the engine in the right way. And can I release it entirely? Yes, we can. Boom. That's solid, yeah. Guys, the engine is in there, holding almost by itself. Let's go! That's a win. So this is something we need to keep, making sure it's not falling. I'm gonna be moving that towards here. Boom, boom, there we go. And just going to add this here. GG! Let's go! Thank you so much, Val, for the biddies! We're moving fast, boys! And girls, of course. This thing is in the way. Can you please move your big freaking leg somewhere else? Thank you. All right, do I have enough wire to go to the power outlet? Yeah. The car is going up again. Bum, 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 bum. Because yeah, basically, if you do understand what I'm doing right now, it's like this red strap is just holding the engine from falling at the rear of towards the rear, just because since there is no transmission, it's missing one mount to keep it like up there. So on proper level. And see, I'm not even okay like in here at the moment. Just looking at it, I will need to put a level on it to see if it's tilting one way or the other, because you basically want the car to be even. You want your engine to be as even as possible, like as level as possible, just to make sure that every oil and different coolant passage is working properly and in the same way from left to right. So that's a thing. That's a thing we're gonna look later on. So for now, it's really just looking at how it fits in there and taking some measurement between the rear of the bell housing and the shifter hole, like I said 1,000 times already. The wheels are all like falling apart at the moment just because nothing is connected properly, or even like just a touch. Are we still okay? Yup. Since we added even more weight, that's normal. We're just going to lower it on the safeties. And there we go. Now we can take our little chair and move to the inside of the Datsun. So I'm just going to put you in here. Just wait a second and to put the legs up. Whee! That was a nice slide. All right, can you see this? I'm gonna do that this way and this way instead. All right, so can you see this? That seems pretty good. I'm going to change from that to that. So don't look at the rust. That's not what we care about. Anyway, you saw that last week. So what we do care about, and that webcam is shut. Oh no, it's not. Or did, okay, it came back. Right. So what we are looking at here, it's basically the back of the bell housing, and we're gonna try to see how long we have between this link here, that's greasy and disgusting, to the back here, and that's the length we need. And it feels like it's quite far, to be fair. I'm kind of afraid of how long that shifter is away from the transmission. Well, you know, let's measure it out and we will see. And yeah, so basically that's the back of the transmission. We probably need to tilt it a little bit. Right now it seems like it's pointing a bit here. So that's about that's gonna be on the engine mount adjustment. But for now it's plenty, like it's not going to be more than ½ an inch off, which is not too bad. And that's if it is off that much. So of course we have some adjustment also on the engine mount, so our measurement will be approximative but not perfect, that's for sure, because we can always move. So basically we have about an inch forward or backward on the engine mount. Are you wishing me some bad luck, NPV? Is that what it is? What's your what's your problem, man? That was so good. The GTA wasted sound. Let's go. That would have been perfect if I hit my head on the Datsun at the same time. But the butt is not that good too. Come on. All right, so yeah, basically we have an inch forward and backward on the engine, so that will play quite a lot. At the moment, it seems like it's not adjusted at the exact same spot on each side, which means that's probably why it's tilting towards one side to the other at the back at the moment. So that's still no big deal on that. But basically, yeah, if we're missing a bit of distance, we might be able to work it out with that. So let's see. And let's go with one first measurement here. That's not too bad. Okay, that's really not too bad. We are 25 and a half at the shifter at the moment. Yep, basically 25 and a half exactly on this spot here, just behind the shifter. But the shifter is not the one from the Datsun, keep that in mind. But that means we have a first measurement with this, so we will know exactly how long and which transmission we need to order. So that's super cool. There's one transmission that's 27, I think. So that might be it. That might be the one, because basically at 25 and a half, I can push the engine forward from like about 1 inch. So that's gonna be 26 and a half. So that will be so close to the 27 that basically that will be just perfect. And there's even some shifter doing a little curve, a little bent in there. So that will mean we could even get that half-inch difference with only the shifter rod like this to align it properly. So yeah, that's cool. That's super cool, in fact, because that will mean I had the exact, like the right transmission in mind. Like the one I had was basically the because I want to say it, the Magnum F, I think. Yeah, it was the Magnum F, which is a variation of the Magnum that is basically having a one position shifter, but that is exactly 27 inches away, if I remember correctly. So yeah, that will be so good. Well, that's another GG, so I'm gonna just take a note. So later on tonight, I'm gonna be able to basically get a look at it and make sure I have to see what was that, frame rail to lift pad. I'm not sure what that is. I took a note and I can't remember what it's. Oh yeah, okay, I remember now. All right, bell housing to shifter hole. To that, I said 25.5 inches. All right, note is taken and we are okay with that. Cool, let's measure a few other things, because basically that was the goal of today, measuring and having a look at it. So we will bring the car down again and we will have a look on the top of the car, because there's another few things in there that we need to make sure it's gonna work. Pum, 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 pum. Is there anything else I need, in fact? Let me just think about it. So far, the oil pan is like a perfect fit, that's for sure. I don't see any possibilities of it not fitting in there. That's what I say. Now let's see in a month if I'm still having the same talk, but yeah, the same speech. But so far, so good, okay? It's not a jinx, NPV. It's just, as far as I know at the moment, with the proper information, it feels like everything is okay, okay? I will just put back these notes here in place, just to make sure everything is okay. And also I'm gonna probably be adding the missing washers in there, because there's 2 washers we didn't put in there, so might as well. Oh yeah, that's true. I just don't have them. It's not these ones. So on the other side, they are probably not supposed to go there. Oh yeah, one thing funny though is that the mounting point for the tie rod link kit is not the tie rod, but the sway bar link kit is basically not the same as what they show on their website, and the bolts I'm supposed to have with them to fit in there is not fitting. So they just sent me another pair of bolts for that. So we're gonna take a look at it when it comes by, but hopefully it's gonna fit this time. But again, customer service was super, super good. All right, I need to bring that a bit further back. Oi! All the parts are falling. Oi. Oi. Now I hit my head. Tomorrow night I'm gonna be doing some karting, some kart race. Is that how you say it? Kart race, karting. But yeah, that's gonna be so cool, but it's supposed to rain quite a lot, so that's not that great. So we will see how it goes. Let's go this. All right, Hitchy nose, classic. New, come back, little washer. Come on, little washer. Come on. Right. There. There. Then by far quite a lot. Okay, there. There. And I missed the washer. All right, there. Oh, I'm losing an earbuds. All right. Is there still some lo-fi? I don't hear it at the moment. Oh yeah, it's just another song starting. Cool. Oh, don't fall. Please don't fall. All right, we got it. We got it. Yep. Cool. Boom and boom. There. Let's grab the 22 mil again and tied it up properly. So now we will be able to put the car back on its wheel. There we go. Ow. Right, that's good enough for something that we will be removing some days anyway. Before the car is running, of course. Right. There you go. Cool. Now that this is done, we can bring the car back on its wheel. There you go. Point. Make sure that there's no wires in here, like webcam wires. And there we go, back on its wheel with an engine in it. That's so cool. Anybody wants to know what's coming up for the next few weeks? Because now the easy job is probably done and it's gonna get a bit heavy on the next few weeks for that car. So basically, how I feel it's gonna be working for the next few weeks is like This week we're gonna be removing the interior, so seats are going to come out, dashboard is going to come out, and yeah, basically we're gonna be cleaning a lot of things in there. And after this is done, I feel like it's gonna be the big work about adding the clutch pedal in there, looking for even further into the steering direction mechanism. So I'm thinking about an electrical power steering, like I said at the beginning of the stream. And if we're going down this road, it's gonna be quite a big challenge. Like, this is not some easy modification, so we will have to take a look and think about it like in detail. And after that, yeah, so we're gonna be also doing the rust repair that we saw in the wheel arch in there, and even at the front here. My friend who came last week, stripping is always fun, reassembling not so much. Exactly, that's what I said this weekend. If you want me to work on your car, well, now I know I'm super good at disassembling stuff. For other challenges, we don't know yet. But yeah, so far it's going pretty well because it's easy to remove stuff, like you said. But basically, after that, we're gonna do some rust repair in the wheel arch and basically add the reinforcement we talked about. My friend who came here last week told me how to do the rust patch on the side there. We're gonna have a lot of challenge repairing the hole inside the frame rail there because it was cut to put the steering box inside, which is super bad because this means if it's showing when we are done fixing it, that means the car could get basically unregistered right away, right on spot. Like, if I get an inspection with that car and this is looking bad, it's done. The car cannot go back on the road ever again. So we don't want that to happen, so we're gonna have to do a clean ass job in there. Like, it's gonna be the worst kind of job, but it's gonna be the one that's gonna count for a lot because we just want the car to stay on the road, right? So this one here is gonna be a big deal. I have an idea on how I'm gonna do it. Still need to think a bit about it, but yeah, so basically until we have figured out for the steering rack, we cannot like remove anything in there. But after that, we're gonna be fixing this. And then probably we're gonna be starting assembling the engine. So by that time, we should have received our camshaft for the engine. So a super, like a Summit Racing turbo camshaft on a stage 3 tune, which means basically it's gonna be a bit more aggressive, but still street friendly. So just with the cam itself, we're gonna be probably looking at a 400 HP engine. And with the turbo, it's gonna be like around 600. So that's gonna be super cool. And the fact of choosing a cam specifically for a turbo application, that means it's gonna help the turbo come in sooner, so losing grip sooner, which is awesome. So yeah, so this is super cool, but yeah, we're gonna have a lot of work to do in this area. Oh yeah, and wiring, because we're gonna have to clean everything up in there. And once the rust repair is gonna be done, we're gonna be spraying the entire engine bay just to make sure that everything is a schmiko. So far so good. That's super fun. We're gonna be testing right now how good the strut tower brace is going to fit in there. Basically what we need is that once we are going above here, that the deck here and the top is 7 inches or more away from each other, because basically I'm waiting on that to know if my air intake is going to be okay. It's hard to tell at the moment if it's okay to. I'm just going to try to level the engine. There we go. So with the engine a bit more level like this, it's going to be a bit closer to reality. But basically, if we are like 7.5 inches from each other from the part, and that it should work. Like we should have something working for that, so that's super cool. So let's bring that part in, and I'm gonna put the webcam so you will be able to see. All right, this, and let's take a look. Boom. All right, that's not the best view, right? Let me try something else. There we go. Way better. Even a bit more. There. Is that too much? That's perfect. Okay, so let me grab the parts I'm talking about. Of course, I put it under everything else. Kevin, just so you can see it. This is the rear like the rear subframe for the Datsun. Look at this thing. This is a beauty. This is such a beauty. So basically, because I don't think you're aware that much of the project, right? Maybe Daryl told you a bit about it. But yeah, basically we're building a Datsun 280ZX 79 to hold 600 HP. Because why the fuck not? That's the way I think about it. If someone asks me why you doing this, I'm just going to answer, well, I can. So why the hell not? I almost died. I really almost died. Okay, no, not a lot. Yeah, that's going to be insane. Yeah, basically the car weighs about 100 kilos less than my BMW, and it's gonna be making more than twice the power of the BMW with no assistance at all. So that's basically building a car to kill myself, but hey, you know what? Send it. All right, so here it's gonna be a bit lower than that. But yeah, you're not seeing it properly. Let me raise the cam. Whoa, almost killed the cam again. Because the wire was not running at the good place. I was to say, that's gonna be so good. Look at this bracing there. Gosh, that is good. So basically this brace is going to reinforce both tower chuck and towards like the firewall, so that's super good. This is basically a structural part here, so we're going to brace everything to make sure it's holding and not bending too much with the power. And just like I said last week, just let me put the camera a bit further away so we can see, yeah, that. And basically we're going to add a brace going down like this through here, so just a tube of thick metal, so from here to here. So basically one triangle holding everything on top between left and right, and from up down to the top here we're gonna add another brace around here, which means with all this, all the front is gonna be braced and not like not in a too strong way, because you don't want it to be too strong. If it's not moving, it's not good. The car is gonna feel like shit. It needs to be able to flex a little bit, but with how old the car is, it's a good idea to brace it a bit more just to make sure it's still super strong, to not make sure it's not breaking with the power it's gonna have. So yep, there we go. And yeah, so we're just going to basically measure this and make sure we have plenty of room. Even though it's not installed properly at the moment, it's gonna just give us a proper idea. And I lost the measuring tape because I'm a little tired boy here, so let me try to find it. Where did I put it? I was under the car measuring stuff. Then we got out of the car. We went towards the rear here. And up. Help. Oh, it's there, right under the monitor. All right. So basically, I'm gonna grab the measurement from here just to make sure that I'm taking this in count. We have about 3/4 of an inch here that's not sitting properly. And if I'm thinking, I'm gonna keep basically the plate in here because usually there's a gasket. That's in there, in fact, yeah, the gasket is in there, but there's also like the plate itself and everything. So knowing that the intake is gonna be between 6 and 7 inches tall, we're just gonna make sure that it's looking okay in here. And basically, right now I have about 8.5, which means minus the 3/4 here and maybe a bit less at the rear here. I can probably just move it a bit forward like this. Please don't fall. That's gonna give a better idea. Yeah, right now we are at 7.5, which mean we are okay. But if I have the choice between something at 6.5 inches tall and 7, it's better to go with the 6.5. So I'm gonna be looking for that. But at the rear here, we are basically okay. It's at the front here that we have still about 3/4 of an inch too high. So the front here is gonna go down a little bit. So yep, it's gonna be a close call, but the intake will probably be that high, like just flush right under that, but it should fit. So this is one part where I think it's gonna be a hit or miss for sure, but hey, that's part of the project. So that's good, we have a good idea. I'm gonna be buying the intake really soon, but for now, let's put that away. Cool. So that's some good thing there. We are super happy with that, and that's awesome. There we go. Boom. So if we still take a look inside the engine bay, we can see we have plenty of space over here, same on the other side. So that's good. And like I said, probably the engine's gonna be moving a bit forward, but I don't know if you can see it. At the moment, we're not even close from the firewall to the engine block. So even above it, like there's absolutely nothing in here. So nothing with the heads and everything's gonna be hitting. But even, like I said, like it's gonna move an inch forward, so it's gonna be even better. So no big heat right on the firewall or stuff like that. So that's cool. That's super cool. Nice, I'm happy with that. All right, so what's next? Ow, that was my leg. And the glitch was me hitting the little cable. 4:35. Am I a part-timer again in PV? If I'm calling it for today? Because honestly, I don't know what I want to try to tackle down at the moment. There's gonna be the seat to remove and everything, but I feel like that's a good thing for tomorrow. Starting sooner, like taking my evening and then starting sooner, and yeah. Oh my God, that's gonna be so cool, guy. I can't wait for that project to move in even further. Like, gosh, that's gonna be cool. More hours than TFG this week so far. Oh, yeah, he was not online today, right? He was like not doing any stream today, right? Oh, that's so hard. Whoa. Watch out, maybe he's watching at the moment. Maybe he's lurking at the moment. So don't talk about TFG like this. Like he's following me, so we don't know. He might be in here. Imagine that, the guy just saying, hey guys, I can hear you. And you'll be like, damn. Like Micah will lose his VIP badge and then PV will lose his moderator badge. Oh, boo, ban and PV, boo. That would be bad. Yeah, I know, this morning, man, I needed to sleep so bad. It was so bad. I welcome the ban, my God. All right, you're banned. No, that's not true. I'm not banning you. You're my best viewer with Micah, so, and Hawk fan, and my girlfriend, and Kevin today, and other few people in there. We are 8 at the moment. I don't know who's the 8, but there's 8 people in here at the moment. I hope he sees it. He hated on me and in PV the other day. For real? Oof. Oof. That's so cool. That's so funny. All right. Hey guys, yep, I'm gonna call it for today. I think I'm gonna just take some rest again and just make sure I'll be back full. Oh, girlfriend is still here. So yeah, I just think I'm gonna call it for today and make sure I'm gonna be back with full energy tomorrow. I feel like it was not too bad, but honestly, in my head at the moment, I'm just like trying to sleep. So yeah, Kev, that's gonna be insane. And I'm stuck in a full minute of ads. Let's wait for Kev. Let time for another IKEA trip. No. I'm listening while dying of heat on the couch. Lol. Are you there, Kev? Are you there? That minute of ads? Because it's time to tell him that if he has Prime, you can link your Amazon Prime and your account. You just came back? Well, meatball recipe, nice. That's cool. Yeah, so Kev, if you have Amazon Prime, you can link Twitch and Amazon Prime, and you will have one free sub per month. So you can spend it here, spend it somewhere else. But it's not working, Flo. You have to use the channel point for that. But yeah, so basically you can use it and have a free Prime and a sub to any channel. And you have all those comments you can use to make funny calls in chat, so that's super cool. Thank you for being here. By the way, I should probably like promote myself on the club page, right? Maybe there will be other people from the club, the autocross club, that will love to watch this content. I will think about this. That could be cool because people in there are so cool. Oh yeah, everybody loves me. No, that's not true. Not everybody. I know at least one person who don't love me, but that's a story for another time. Flo will get it. But yeah, so if you love me, guys, you don't know how much I love you too and how awesome it is to share this content with you. I said it last week. I will say it at least once a week. But honestly, I'm super happy and super proud of being able to do that. That's super cool. The Prime button doesn't want to cooperate. You mean that one in here, Flo?
Did you know with Amazon Prime, you get a free sub every month? Any primers?
Yeah, no, I don't think it's 33% now. All right, we're getting close to the Instagram finished project. I mean, close to a picture saying, hey, engine is in here, that's done. But in fact, we all know, or if you don't, well, we have content for a few months. Honestly, like many months. So exactly, that's the spirit of it. So we're almost to a SEMA build finish, but yeah, not there yet. So yeah, all right, I'm gonna click on that button that says stop streaming. So have a good night, guys. Tomorrow morning, 9:30, I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be streaming and we're going to start removing the interior of the Datsun, making it even more naked than it is right now. Roadworthy in a few days. Yeah. Well, yeah, sure. All right, see you guys. Have a good night. Ciao.